Photographers are fragile beings. They have no confidence in their purchasing decisions. They buy expensive gear and then self-doubt creeps in. And if one person says, "Hey, I don't like your camera," they crumble in fear inside and they become their former past children selves. Well, today I will help you grow up as men and women in the battlefield of life.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So every couple fortnights we get a camera release. I look over it, I dissect, I look for issues that may arise, I insult it, and then you get offended by it. As a Fuji shooter, say you are. I say one thing about, "Oh, your colors aren't so good, are they? A little magenta." You go, "No, that's not true. You don't know what you're doing. You can't color grade. You're a problem." Colors are subjective, except Sony color science. So before we dissect some of these companies and their issues and why you should still be okay with them, we have to talk about just the confidence. You buy something, you spend thousands of dollars on it, just be okay with it. You bought it for a reason, right? It's okay for you. Just because somebody else is having issues, be like, I don't care. If you're a Panasonic user and you love manually focusing, you get the best image ever. You're like, this is the best. I love my movies. It's like I go to Starbucks, I ask them if I can film them, and they say yes. And then I make a movie about it. It's a great movie. Your movie sucks. Calm down. They mean well. They're coffee movies. They sell in some countries. So you're happy. So if some doofus like me says, Panasonic, look at the pulsing in the background, oh my god. Like, ignore that doofus and continue making your movies. Relax, asshole. I get a pretty shocking amount of hate on this channel. Never about my hair, of course. Because my hair has no flaws. But like just personal attacks. If I say something like, "Oh, Fuji autofocus, it's still kind of unreliable, pulsing," someone will get so mad at that, they'll be like, "Your face, bro. Stupid teeth. Your fucking hair." Like, relax, it's just a camera. Oh no. What is this? Why did I do that? So when it comes to Fuji and this X-H2S release, I've been critical of it. I've seen a lot of footage. I've filmed with it myself and confirmed that it's better than the X-T4. Face detect, it works most of the time. It's pretty good. But most of the lenses are not built for good autofocus, and they pulse and they second guess. They're still second guessing, and the animal eye detect. It's like, I've seen the footage where it's just latching back and forth. You have a box right here, and then it's jumping to birds outside the box. It should never be outside this square. That's what the square is for. So like, I don't know, Fuji is bad people up there. They don't know what they're doing. Doesn't mean you can't get good footage. I love my X-T4. Every time I take it out, I'm like, wow, I shot that? How did I get that? Fuji's good times. It's just, I want to upgrade eventually to something with animal eye detect. Something that makes my life easier. So Fuji X-H2S is going to be the same workflow for me. Not a lot changed, only I get 4K 120p now. Maybe a little more dynamic range out that bitch. I don't mind it. Fuji's nice. They're vintage. I don't like it for the face. Not a fan. For example, now we're on the Fuji. Decent. It's not, right now looking in the screen, it looks pretty good. Not bad. But many times when I use this, for some reason my skin turns purple. It's a magenta hue, and I shouldn't have to be playing around and tweaking colors. I don't have a color chart here where I'm like, oh, my red line's a little off. Let me just add a little purple hue to my red zone. Oh, there it, oh, that's lining right up there. Okay. That's not a life I want to live. Canon color science, beautiful, all the time. And its white balance is the true color science. I'm just throwing that out there. It's Fuji white balance that has issues. If there's green outside, it turns super purple. If there's purple aliens near you, you get green skin tones. This looks fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wow, I'm switching to Fuji full time. What was I at? I thought I was fully out. Oh boy. So I don't hate any brand, especially Fuji. I love Fuji. Why do you think I bought it back and like used it for wildlife for so long? Because it was the best performing one. And I want upgrades and they're not showing it to me. So I'm going to insult your camera, relax. It's fine for you probably. Now when it comes to Canon, as we've seen, things got much worse. The image quality you were used to on the Fuji and the Sony turned into something worse than your worst smartphone nightmare. I did a little side-by-side with the DJI auction, Osmo auction, and it outperformed this full-frame camera. Why is my hand doing that? That's not a good look. I just threw it up there for kicks. I was like, whatever, and I was like, oh damn. The DJI Osmo Action outperformed the Canon in every way. Sharpness, detail, dynamic range, stabilization, even autofocus. Couldn't believe it. So that's what you get sometimes with Canon. I love the look of this, the 6D Mark II, thanks to Camera Canada for lending it to us. I was surprised. I was like, you know what? I look younger and healthier. The Canon Color Science, I like it. I can't like bring myself to actually use this camera. It's so mushy, zero detail. It scares me how bad a full frame camera can look. Line skip 1080p, it scares me. Canon's strategy is to make human faces look nice and young and happy. There's a lot of like good looking blonde women using Canon cameras, and then us as an audience, we're like, wow, she's so beautiful. If I get a Canon camera, no, you're not gonna look like her ever. Even as a man, it's like you're fugly. Canon will help you. They'll give you like a little push in the right direction. It's like, okay, it's makeup on a pig at that point, but it's nicer. And Canon's great for that. But the cripplings are hard to understand sometimes. Like no aperture priority in video. And they'll remove random things that make no sense. The EOS R budget can save custom modes to video and photo. The R6, better in every way, can't do that. Or do aperture priority, like severely inhibited things and hard to edit files, and you're like, why? And then you move up to the R5C, it's like, okay, these files are better. Oh, I can't auto expose in slow-mo. What happened? I'll just change the shutter speed with my dial. Oh, that doesn't work. I have to press, move, wait till that disappears, and then I can change my ISO as well. Usability, how? Why do I have a feeling this was on before? Did you notice it was off? Plumbers showed up to my house, and I let them in and we did some stuff. So I forgot I had a light before. Canon beauty tones, wow. So don't mind me insulting your bullshit camera for sheep. Canon is designed for sheep who just want nice looking, that's the thing, like you press record, Canon camera, boom, like you get good stuff. Whereas Sony, when I did the side-by-side of this and the a7S III, I was like, when did I start smoking as a Sony user? Like it looked like I was 10 years older and I smoked about a pack a day and like cigars was my hobby. I don't remember getting into that. I was like, wow. So sometimes the latest tech is not good for a human face. Back off me, sewer rat. So when I make fun of Canon, understand that it's mostly out of jealousy for your nicer look. I have this expensive Sony camera, I look like a smoker. So like that's disappointing and it hurts. So the reality is you can get good results with any camera, and every single camera also has really annoying things for no reason. No matter what system you're in, so just relax. You have a nice camera and a lens and a couple lenses, way too many lenses, and why do you need so many? 3 max. But despite our differences, we can get along together as different camera users, different systems in the same room, laughing together. It could be our future. Just because a Sony user comes into your Canon party doesn't mean that their superior technology should offend you. Just welcome them. Hey, nice, look at all of those specs. Good for you. How's your face look afterward? Not so good? That's where the specs went wrong, but we welcome you. Come with us. And you get to try their Canon camera, and they're like, wow, This is nice. Look at that screen. Is this a new screen? Like, we only have Kodak screens. Wow, look at that. I can see details. This menu system, not bad. Okay, I'm just gonna do 4K 120p with audio and autofocus. Oh, it's not working. Oh, where's the audio? Oh no. Oh, it doesn't auto expose. Oh, it burned my hand. It overheated. Ow, what is this? Ow, help. So be proud of who you are and what you shoot. I'm super proud to be on a Canon 6D Mark II right now. I'm definitely not going to switch to an action cam to show you that it's better. It's not better. This is full frame. How could an action cam outperform it? It never would. All I know for sure is this image got much worse. It's much less detailed than that full frame superior camera back there. And that's how it should be. This is only like $200. So how could it outperform a full frame camera? It couldn't. You're seeing things, you're imagining them, and it's a fun imagination that you have. I encourage creativity, but just stay within your lane. Know who you're dealing with. A full frame camera is superior in every way to a smaller sensor, so relax. Thank you for relaxing down below after you buy a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Do you agree all camera brands are fantastic, but terrible as well? You all have your quirks, and whatever feels right to you is your system. It has to feel good in the heart. And then you're like, yes, I am a Sony shooter. It just works for me. Thank you, Sony. As long as you pair it with a Zeiss. I'll leave. You agree? Are you buying? I already did that. I'll go.